Hello everyone and welcome to the map Moon Dance. Joining me here in the bottom right corner, the blue Terran, the sword of Terran. It is Clem. And his Zerg opponent spawning in up here in the top left area. It is none other than Reynor. Clem versus Reynor. TvZ or ZvT, of course, depending on your preferred faction, depending on how you cut it. Either way, it's gonna be a good one, guys. I just feel it. I love watching these two play. Ironically, it's not really for anything special either. I'm not expecting there to be anything crazy, anything wild, and nor am I hoping that there is. I don't want to see no crazy battle cruiser rush or, magnificent 14 pool shenanigans. The kinds of things that I would normally hope for the thumbnail, for the juicy clicks, but no. Not these two. I'm actually hoping it's more just a brutal TvZ. That's kind of my hope. I just want to see these two slug it out for the next 20-ish minutes. If my voice can handle it, if I can keep up. Not to mention, too, when these two get going, the action is all over the map. I'm pretty sure a game I casted in the past, I got to use the word map-wide carnage, which is not a very common pick, not a very common occurrence, it's true. Why aren't you talking about the build, Indigos? Things have been completely normal so far. The barracks in the base of the Terran, the hatch and the pool, and the overlords going their various which ways. The Reaper versus Lings drones battle here. Oh, it's a risky drone popping out right next to the Reaper. The dance, I know you guys all love and adore. He gets a Ling, obviously game crushing damage. Reaper, of course, not going to deny the third base. Reynor, better than your average Plat League Zerg, sent the drone out before the Reaper even got here, before he was ready to take his third. Oh my gosh, the drone just sat there idle. Reynor had an idle drone for like 10 seconds. Lol. Got him. I know some of you probably thinking it, but not the case. Follow up behind this is dreadfully standard 3cc reactor on the factory. Clem even gonna get a scout off. Sees, everything you would expect to see from a Zerg base at this point. There's drones in the natural. The third base is there. He got a creep tumor. Clem Reapers still proving their efficacy. You're building a Banshee. While not the textbook standard, I will allow it. It's even getting cloak, too. Is it because Reynor's scouting? Let's see, does he cancel it now? I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna cancel it. Fascinating. Oh, the Hellions. Almost trapped by the Lings, instead going to have to fight the Queens, which means one of them is gonna die. Some of the Hellions not going to make it out. He is committing to this. You didn't know two objects of matter could actually exist in the same place, but that Banshee just flew right through the Overlord. You'd think it would do some semblance of damage, at least, the rotors, the engines, turbines spinning would do a little bit of damage to the OV, but no, nothing. The OV just It's Banshee proof, apparently. Look. Just, God, Blizzard. Physics in my fictional sci-fi strategy game. Gosh darn it. Revealing the Banshee before Cloak is even researched. Did he get any kills? He got 1 kill. A drone. Maybe. Probably. Got 1 drone. Yep, that's... Banshees versus Zerg. Overseer's already in production because Reynor's like, oh, yeah, you have Banshees, that's right. Maybe I should actually get a little bit of detection. The Banshee going to help out versus some of the queens here. That's a lot of queens, but there's no Overseer. Oh, there's the Overseer. I just had to say something. 2 queens fell, though. To trade for 1 Banshee, probably fine. Probably fine enough. You don't want to lose both Banshees, though. Where did you go? All the way over here. Okay. Fine. Be that way. A lot of Hellions. 1 Banshee. That is the essence of the map control. Stim just finished up, but the Marine count is still not very high. It's only at 9. Clem still needs a bit more time to build that up. And Reynor will happily give him the time, if he can, because I'm sure Reynor would love to just make a few more drones, get some upgrades, get some tech. 2 drones down. Knocking Reynor down to the deplorable drone count of 70. Taking multiple bases at the time. What is Reynor's plan? He's getting Bane speed. Have we seen a Hydra Den? No. No Hydra Den. He is getting the melee upgrades, which just kind of indicates I actually want to use my Zerglings and Banelings. But past that, not really much to be concerned about. We're seeing Widow Mines and Drilling Claws as the follow-up for Clem. So he's going to switch it up into a Biomine composition, which I wholly agree with and love versus Lingbane. The problem is, the micro, because a lot of the DPS comes from the Marines, which are very fragile. Also, Reynor setting up a lovely surround here. Bane's rolling in from the left side, Ling's from the right. Clem gonna have to pick it up. Safe. For now. He lost all the Hellbats, though. Oh, the Widow Mines. Armory is out, but so are Overseers. Oh, don't waste a Baneling. Oh, Reynor. Clem taking the 4th base now, starting +2. Marines over on the left side. Pick off the 1 Baneling. Clem with the target fire. Good lord. Looks like Clem, he's getting his groups of Marines together. He's waking up. He says, I'm ready to start doing what I do best, which is snipe off some Banelings until I inevitably have to pick up, because there's 62 Zerglings. Not all in one spot, but, it's the thought that counts. There's 62 Zerglings. Oh. That one. Light flashed before his eyes here. Cleaning up the creep. Always a good choice. Additional barracks coming up behind this. These should be tech labs. Oh, whoa. Widow Mines in the base over here. 20 drones went down. Both Reynor and myself not paying attention. How embarrassing for one of us. Reynor, of course, very furious with this development. Now he's going to roll those Banelings right into this beautiful choke point. How many? 16 kills. That was a healthy combination of Ling Bane for that Widow Mine. Absolutely good trade for the Terran. Anytime you can kill off that many, oh, good God. Yeah, the resources lost heavily in favor of the Terran so far. He did eventually get the Hydra Den. I'm seeing muscular augments in production, so he's planning to go with that Lingbane Hydra. Is it quick enough, though? These Widow Mines have been doing some damage. Needs to get up to Lurker Tech. He's got the drones for it. He's up to 90 drones, and he still has the pocket base back here to take. Always nice. Very good to have that available for virtually any time you need it. God, that just... There's no way to shut down the MEDIVACs. Outside of the Hydras, of course, but Hydras aren't very good at, you know, existing. Hydra's more like Lurker Larva, am I right? It looks like Reynor's gonna try and go up to Viper Tech, which is a way to deal with it. It is fine. Parasitic Bomb can do reasonably well. The problem is ghosts. Ghosts are on the way. So, might turn into a bit of a Ghost Bio versus Lurker Viper battle, which can certainly go either way depending on the control of both players. Looks like Reynor actually going to deflect this for the most part. I like it when they just set it on patrol like a swarm of bees. Clem, do not drop it. He's still trying over here despite the overwhelming amount of Zerg forces that are there. And a lot of command centers in production behind this. Setting up that Iron Bank, pardon me. The Iron Bank, of course, ton of orbital commands. Mules are dropping down, so you have less of a need for SCVs. You can get more of a burst income and then spend it over a little bit of time while the energy recovers. It's an alternative way to macro. And a fusion core is on the way. What will it be for? Place your bets. Start gathering your thoughts. I don't think it's going to be battle cruiser. Just going out on a limb, a hunch, a guess, if you will. I highly doubt it's going to be a good day for the Banelings. These Widow Mines are absolutely shredding. And a snipe onto the Viper as it tries to retreat. Oh, Clem, so rude. I'm feeling Liberators. Ranged Liberators. From the Fusion Core. Of course, the Fusion Core has a number of upgrades. Not just battlecruiser upgrades. You BC loving gold Terrans. It's not just for battlecruisers. You can get plus range for your Liberators. You can get MEDIVAC, speed, ignite afterburners, which not only increases the passive speed of the MEDIVACs, but reduces the cooldown of their speed ability, I want to say. Haven't seen that in a while, though. It is Liberators. That was close. Just like these Baneling connections. Oh. Actually, the Baneling connections are doing quite well. This group is going to be cleaned up. Reynor has a bit of breathing room. It looks like he might actually be able to set up an attack against these 7 empty MEDIVACs. There is a planetary down here, but is that scary? Not convinced. There's a planetary over here, though, with bio and ghost support. That is scary. Clem scrambling to get into position. Parasitic Bomb onto the MEDIVACs. They're forced to split up instead of healing. Some of them going to die off. And he's going for the army. No care about the planetary. 0 cares given about the economy of Clem. He wants to try and keep the army units in check. I'm sorry, we're just now getting the Lurker Den? It's almost 15 minutes in the game, Reynor. Ranged Liberators are gonna be out before Lurkers are here. Reynor has been working this whole time off of just Lingbane Hydra. Like, as much as I want to sound judgmental and shame him, that's actually really impressive. Lingbane Hydra is typically a defensive force, a defensive playstyle. You defend, you stay alive long enough to get to lurkers. But Reynor, he's been swinging the hammer a few times. He's been trying to push across. Couple drones dying off somewhere, but it's not here. Instead, the Bane. Oh, those Widow Mines hurt. He's got a lot more Banes where that came from, though. Liberator dying off to Parasitic Bomb and Hydra combination, it looks like. Beautiful choke point. Command center going to be lifted off, and the Marines running for dear life. Where are the Banes going? For the refinery. No. Did you... They came all the way down here. What, were they just trying to draw him away? What? You are getting MEDIVAC speed? Away there. Alright. So, you know. Frankly, it's still anybody's game at this point. There's a lot of Banes in production. A few drones or Queens getting damaged here. Excellent. Surround, flank. Liberator's going to shut down that top entryway, though, and do nothing to stop the southern entrance. The Lings are on top of the command center. Does he cancel? He cancels. He lifts it. Is it actually going to save it, though? There's Hydralisks on the board. The command center flyby here. Oh, one's an emotional support command center. I see they tried to give him a hug, of course. Getting rid of some SCVs. Knocking Clem down to 74, of course. Like, oh my gosh, he's only at 74 SCVs. What a baddie. No, he's got mules, guys. He's got a lot of buildings. 6 orbital commands. That's plenty of mules. Snipe versus Queens. Feels a bit rude. The regicide being committed on this map. Clem moving across. There's a cyclone here. Why is there a cyclone? There's no mag field. The lock-ons, you know, really helpful versus Banelings, of course. Snipe out onto a few Hydras. Viking is also here. He's not here anymore. Welcome to Valhalla, Viking. Oh, the Widow Mine full of stuff. I think it had the MEDIVAC. I think it had Widow Mines in it. The Changeling desperately trying to support the Banelings throughout their endeavor, making sure their mental health is in good standing before they go about their Baneling business. The BB, of course, their Baneling business. What is over? Oh. Ranged Liberators threatening a Spore Crawler. Yes, that's what that looks like. Clem. Don't know if those Banes were burrowed, but it doesn't matter now. More rolling in, though. I don't think Clem has enough to break this. Especially with 30 more Lings in production. He's trying, though. Very ill-timed drone rally there. A few drones being picked off. Those are Changelings. Okay. The Vipers pulled the Liberators into the Spore Crawler. Oh, Queen. Queen, no, don't do it. She tried. There's more combat being done over here, but I know we all cared about the Queen death much more. Don't tell me otherwise. The first lurkers I think I've seen in the match here is defensively set up at this base, which is very quickly running out of resources. Both players, really. Clem's struggling for gas, Reynor struggling for minerals. If only we could come to some sort of peace treaty, share a bit of minerals and gas, and then go back to slaughtering each other. Not gonna happen, though. These two. Peace is not an option. They've been battling for years. Ghost snipes galore, picking everything off. Oh. God, the lurkers and the hydras just slaughtered. Widowmine Liberator Ghost here is actually working. It's pushing up into this base. It's going to gift the base. Good job. You have kept Reynor from getting about 1,000 minerals. Ling's going to rush forward, not wanting to set foot into those Widowmine zones though. Lurker harassment maybe? Not sure why. Clem's checking for bases. He's trying to get a read on everything. Also, wow, that's a lot of Zerglings. Widowmine set up. The Liberator's not going to be the best counter, but the Ghosts are doing fine. Over here, evacuate the drones. SCVs being picked off as they rally into the base. Liberator actually going to keep this base safe. Parasitic bombs going over here. I'm just rattling off the 4 battles that are going on right now. Lurkers versus Widowmines, very one-sided. But then the Ghosts show up, which means the Lurkers are not going to get much done. Can't you just climb on top of each other? Just make a little ladder? Things are not looking good for Reynor, I'm feeling. Oh, having to cancel those Lurkers to Clem with a bunch of bio and Ghosts pushing up into here. GG. Going to be called. I think I got what I wanted. I think I got my wish. What a TvZ. Just a brutal series of battles. Oh. Magnificent. Well played. GG. Earned by Clem. Definitely tenacious. Having to go that many battles for 21 minutes. Oh, God. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you have a great day.